Hey everyone, in this video I will be explaining what does it mean that Jesus is the Son of Man. Most of this information is from gotquestions.com, but I made some adjustments to make it simpler. Firstly, Son of Man is the primary title Jesus used when speaking of himself. Some examples of this are in Matthew, Luke, and John. The only use of Son of Man in a clear reference to Jesus, spoken by someone else other than Jesus, came from Stephen as he was being martyred. Secondly, Son of Man is a title of humanity. Other titles for Christ, such as Son of God, are clear in their focus on his deity. Son of Man, in contrast, focuses on the humanity of Christ. God called the prophet Ezekiel Son of Man 93 times. In this way, God was simply calling Ezekiel a human being. Son of Man is simply a term for human. Jesus Christ was truly a human being. He came in the flesh. 1 John chapter 4, verse 2. By this you know the Spirit of God. Every spirit that confesses that Jesus Christ has come in the flesh is from God. Thirdly, Son of Man is a title of humility. The second person of the Trinity, eternal in nature, left heaven's glory and took on human flesh, becoming the Son of Man, born in a manger, and despised and rejected by mankind. Isaiah chapter 53, verse 3. He was despised and rejected by men, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief. And as one from whom men hide their faces, he was despised, and we esteemed him not. The Son of Man had no place to rest his head. Luke chapter 9, verse 58. And Jesus said to him, Foxes have holes, and birds of the air have nests, but the Son of Man has nowhere to lay his head. The Son of Man ate and drank with sinners. Matthew chapter 11, verse 19. The Son of Man came eating and drinking, and they said, Look at him, a glutton and a drunkard, a friend of tax collectors and sinners. Yet wisdom is justified by her deeds. The Son of Man suffered at the hands of men. Matthew chapter 17, verse 12. But I tell you that Elijah has already come, and they did not recognize him, but did to him whatever they pleased. So also the Son of Man will certainly suffer at their hands. This intentional lowering of his status from King of Heaven to Son of Man is the ultimate example of humility. See Philippians chapter 2, verses 6 to 8. Fourthly, Son of Man is a title of deity. Ezekiel may have been a Son of Man, but Jesus is the Son of Man. As such, Jesus is the supreme example of all that God intended mankind to be, the embodiment of truth and grace. John chapter 1, verse 14. And the Word became flesh and dwelt among us, and we have seen his glory, glory as of the only Son from the Father, full of grace and truth. In him all the fullness of the deity lives in bodily form. Colossians chapter 2, verse 9. For in him the whole fullness of deity dwells bodily. For this reason the Son of Man was able to forgive sins. Matthew chapter 9, verse 6. But that you may know that the Son of Man has authority on earth to forgive sins. Then he said to the paralytic, Rise, pick up your bed, and go home. The Son of Man is the Lord of the Sabbath. Mark chapter 2, verse 28. So the Son of Man is Lord even on the Sabbath. The Son of Man came to save lives. Luke chapter 19, verse 10. For the Son of Man came to seek and to save the lost. Rise from the dead. Mark chapter 9, verse 9. And as they were coming down the mountain, he charged them to tell no one what they had seen, until the Son of Man had risen from the dead, and execute judgment. John chapter 5, verse 27. And he has given him authority to execute judgment, because he is the Son of Man. At his trial before the high priest, Jesus said, I say to all of you, from now on, you will see the Son of Man sitting at the right hand of the Mighty One, and coming on the clouds of heaven. Matthew chapter 26, verse 64. This statement immediately ended the trial, as the court accused the Lord of blasphemy and condemned him to death. Verses 65 and 66. Jesus said to him, You have said so, but I tell you, from now on, you will see the Son of Man seated at the right hand of power and coming on the clouds of heaven. But then the high priest tore his robes and said, He has uttered blasphemy. What further witness do we need? You have now heard his blasphemy. What is your judgment? They answered, He deserves death. The final meaning is the Son of Man is a fulfillment of prophecy. Jesus' claim before the high priest to be the Son of Man was a reference to the prophecy of Daniel chapter 7 verses 13 and 14. I was watching in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man, coming with the clouds of heaven. He came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him. Then to him was given dominion and glory and a kingdom, that all peoples, nations, and languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion, which shall not pass away, and his kingdom the one which shall not be destroyed. Daniel saw glory, worship, and an everlasting kingdom given to the Messiah, he here called the Son of Man, and Jesus applied this prophecy to himself. Jesus also spoke of his coming kingdom on other occasions. Matthew chapter 13, verse 41, and Matthew chapter 16, verse 28. The author of Hebrews used a reference to the Son of Man in the Psalms to teach that Jesus, the true Son of Man, will be the ruler of all things. Hebrews chapter 2, verses 5 to 9, referenced Psalm chapter 8, verses 4 to 6. The Son of Man, in fulfillment of Old Testament prophecy, will be the King. Jesus was fully God. John chapter 1, verse 1. But he was also fully human. John chapter 1, verse 14. As the Son of God and the Son of Man, he is deserving of both titles. To sum up this video, Jesus Christ calls himself the Son of Man because he is human, he is humble, he is God, and he is the fulfillment of prophecy. God bless.